numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100-minute. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
He completes it to Bryant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now Mariota. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Back 25. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
SOS.
Under 10. Under 10. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Blue 18. 27. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. Bryant has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Shit. 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed... He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota now from the 50. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota, rolling to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Ryan. Finding room to the 20. Caught by Jones. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Down. Ready. 280. 27. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. All right, 25.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 180.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's get it.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mariota. And he finds Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught. Smith. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Stop your whining.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota complete to Bryant. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Mariota to throw it. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
At the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. throwing, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Down, ready, ready. Number 53, Mike 53. Come on, ready to go.
On 1st down, Ryan. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mariota now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Now Mariota. He's got Smith here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check 9. He's checking.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
To throw is Mariota. Bryant has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's our time. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Where they team? Check.
Mariota now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Ryan, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And it is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Mike, 45. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. One. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. One. He's coming.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Less than a yard.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts, Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Murray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it, baby.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Vaughn. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard.
Fourth down and 1.
Got you pump. Double time, double time. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Check point 27. Do the night.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun. So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.